Welcome to a brand new episode of NH Unscripted, you lucky listeners. I am your happy to be out of bed host, Ray Dudley. Got my Nehru jacket on, my bell-bottom pants, and my platform shoes. Your job's to sit back on that waterbed, make sure the heater's on, fire up the lava lamps, get the incense going, because we get another corker for you today. We are coming to you from the Taj Mahal-like digs of the WKXL studios in Concord. 1450 AM, 103.9 FM on your Sony Walkmans. Walkman, who knows what the plural is. 101.9 FM for the beautiful souls in Manchester. NHTalkRadio.com is our URL. I need to thank my sponsor. The law offices of Shaheen and Gordon. They're right down the street from us. We can almost throw a rock and hit their building. We appreciate their sponsorship so much. And the reason why they are our sponsor is because everybody needs to know a good lawyer. Whether you're starting a business, you got to trust. Maybe you're going to put people like me into the old folks' home and it's time to talk property and taxes and all of that kind of stuff. You're going to need a good lawyer. Maybe you're going to write a book. Hey, who knows? Maybe you're going to do an audio podcast or something. You might need a good lawyer. Everybody should know a good lawyer. The law offices of Shaheen Gordon, their website is shaheengordon.com. Their phone number, get ready, write it down. You want to put it on your fridge, 603-614-5560. They are all over the state, Concord, Dover, Manchester, Nashua, Peterborough, out there in Keene. I'll just leave it right there. ShaheenGordon.com, again, is their website, 603-614-5560. I am still trying to get them in. They had some new attorney they hired. I don't know if he built a nuclear reactor, worked at a nuclear facility, something about that. We got to get that guy in here and chat with him. Anyway, enough with that. In the house for a return visit, it's Daniel Lloyd, CEO of Big Dog Sauce Company. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Ray. Good to be back.
Yeah?
As usual.
Out of the healing?
Our monthly.
Healing fine, are we?
I am. Yeah. It was a little sore for a while, but we're doing good. And fortunately, my partner, Brian, over at Hot Mess Barbecue, can't join us this week because he's under the knife as we speak.
You guys getting a group rate over there at the hospital?
He's having some work done on his knees. I'm running solo this week.
It's okay. It's all right. We can do that.
We got a lot to do.
All right. What topic are we talking about today?
Oh, I thought we would do a little show and tell and a little bit of taste while we're at it. And,
perfect.
Talk about a little bit about what we have coming out and what we got coming up. And we got quite a bit. It's going into the holiday season.
Yeah.
People that barbecue still like to barbecue. And
I do.
Big Dog goes coast to coast now, so we're here to make sure everyone's got their fill of sauce and seasonings. And
so let's talk about your business for a second.
Yeah.
So if people want to follow along, what's your website?
Website is bigdogsauce.com. If you want to throw the www in there, you can do that too, but that's old school. Just Big Dog Sauce in your browser, and we'll come right up. You can also get a hold of us on our Facebook page, which would just be Big Dog Sauce space NH, and it'll pull right up.
How long have you guys been in business now?
We are in our fourth year.
Yeah.
So it's been... it's going fast, but fourth year.
I know.
It's hard to believe, really.
How did you come about deciding that there was I don't want to say a need, but there was a niche that you could fill? You wake up one day and you're like, I think we could get another barbecue sauce in here somehow. How did that come about?
You mean for launching the company?
Yeah.
Well, it really was a matter of, my wife and I, we would go to the store and we would look for sauces, and we really don't like using any of that unhealthy stuff, the chemicals, the artificial sweeteners, you look at these labels and we just wanted something that's going to be healthy for us.
10 different kinds of sugars, all disguised and preservatives. And
you can't read the label. You can't understand what you put in your body. I don't think that's good for you. And we used to make barbecue sauce and sauces in Denver, and just for the fun of it. And post-COVID, good old COVID came around, and we were all bored sitting at home. And when we finally could get out and do something, I said, I got to do something. I got to really, I just wanted. So we decided to dabble with it. We got 3 made. Now we're up to 8 sauces. 9th one coming out in December, and we're excited. So
your sauces are, so there's like vinegar based, and then there's sugar based, right, or whatever. So where do you sit in that spectrum?
We're right. I think right in between. I don't have a vinegar base sauce, so and I really don't have a real sweet sauce either, so we're kind of right in the middle. We like to do a lot of fruit stuff. We like to do.
Are you talking about for a sweetener like monk fruit or something? Or
well, no, for sweetener. So I'm either sweetened with, all our sauces are either sweetened with maple, brown sugar, or honey.
Love it.
Okay, or the fruit of the berry. So we have a dark cherry bourbon, and that's made with real dark cherries, right? So there's a sweetener there. And then we have a mango habanero. Well, that mango is sweet.
Yep.
So we put that in. We have a maple. Well, maple's, it is sweet.
Yep.
So we try to use a lot of all natural stuff that breaks down in your system. It's not bad for you. My wife and I are diabetic. Is it good for us? Absolutely, probably not. But
you're safe here.
Well, we're diabetic, but it's we try to use the all natural sugar. So when it breaks down, it doesn't stay in your system long.
Yeah.
The big common question we get from everybody is, when are you going to make a no sugar? A no sugar. Well, we're not going to.
Yeah, good for you.
We never will.
Good luck.
And the reason why is because usually you have to use some type of sweetener that's, now we could use a monk fruit, right? But we can't use a fruit, right? Because fruit's got natural sugars in it, and that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
And that's going to cause sugar up, so there's no sugars in there. So there's going to have to be some type of artificial something, a flavor, and that's not us. And what you get is what you see is what you get. So,
do you getting a lot of pushback on that? I mean, I would think in this day and age, a lot of people get it.
Is it pushback? No, but there are people that are, severe diabetic, and they really do watch it, and they have to have that chemical.
Yeah.
And great, but we're not for you.
Yeah.
But we are an alternative to the other stuff that's out there. So if anybody goes to our website, bigdogsauce.com, and you look at any one of our sauces out there, you can read the label, and you can see you don't need a chemistry degree to be able to read the label. So that being said, we just keep it simple. I mean, it's all simple ingredients.
Yeah. I mean, I have so many questions for you since the last time you guys were here.
I got a lot of answers.
When you first started, you obviously you sold from the website, I'm guessing, right? And is that, are you in stores? I guess is my next. You are.
When we first started, it was farmer market.
Got you.
Right. I didn't have a store. I didn't have a website. We started this just to bring in some additional income.
Yeah.
And it just blew up. Wow. And so, we started with 3 sauces. We ended with 8 sauces now. I didn't have any dry rubs. I have 4 dry rubs now. And we have a freeze-dried line, and we'll talk about that later. But it just started off farmers markets, and then we kind of grew. So we're up. There's our cue. I hear it coming. Yeah, Brian, thank you.
He's disciplined, folks. He's disciplined. All right, hang on, everybody. We are your rock and roll lullaby here at NH Unscripted. I'm your BJ Thomas-like host, Ray Dudley. We are coming to you from the YMCA-like conditions of the WKXL studios in Concord. My God, I can smell the poo chlorine all the way over here. 1450 AM, 103.9 FM on your transistor radios, 101.9 FM for the beautiful souls in Manchester. Daniel Lloyd is in the house. Big Dog Sauce Company. We're chatting barbecue, baby. It's worth getting out of bed for. We will be right back. Welcome back to NH Unscripted. Yeah, we are almost the night the lights went out in Georgia. Almost. I'm your Vicki Lawrence-like host, Ray Dudley, coming to you from the Hollywood Squares-like digs of the WKXL studios in Concord. I like to sit in the center square. The old Paul Lynde Square. He was really something. I used to love Paul Lynde. Anyway, I digress. 1450 AM, 103.9 FM on your transistor radios, 101.9 FM for the beautiful souls in Manchester. NHTalkRadio.com is our URL. We're talking barbecue today with Daniel Lloyd, half of the folks who would normally be here, but we'll do it. We can put it on our shoulders and handle this. Daniel, I wanted to talk just a little bit briefly about the history of the company and how you progressed. I have questions like, you come out with a flavor, your first flavor. How did you determine what that was going to be? And then why did you decide there was more flavors that you thought could enhance all of the barbecue stuff?
Sure. Well, first of all, Nancy, let's go back to the previous segment. You had asked me, where we're at once we transitioned from the farmers market. We went into the stores, and we're in 60 stores throughout New England.
Man.
So
chain stores or like individual?
They're individual grocers.
Yep.
We're working on some chains. We're meeting with one next month. We got a full month in October. Some good things coming down the pipe, which is we're excited to maybe put together and tell you on the next segment. Next month we talk about it. So, 60 stores throughout New England, as far south as Washington, D.C. and Arlington, Virginia. Far west is Buffalo. So we're picking up steam and we're rolling.
Your original flavor was what?
Mango habanero.
Okay.
That was our first one. So the first three that we launched with was mango habanero, the maple, and then the garden harvest verde were the three that we launched with when we started.
And at that time, I'm guessing you were a kitchen, cooking in your kitchen kind of thing?
We had a small co-packer.
Yeah. Oh.
So we don't fall under the cottage laws
anymore
in New Hampshire. We'd never have.
Oh, you have? Oh, why is that?
Well, because it's an acidic-based product.
Gotcha.
And because it's an acidic-based product, we have to be done either in a commercial kitchen or we have to be done by a co-packer, one of the two.
Wow.
I'd love to say it's a home base, but it's not. So we started with the co-packer up in because I was still working full time when we launched, and so when we launched, we had didn't know what we were doing. It was just
I live in that realm.
I really had no clue. And there's for anybody that's starting up, and I'll put a plug out there, Genuine Local up in Laconia.
Yeah. Is
a wonderful people to get a hold of. Mary, Gavin up there. Both of them are great people to talk to about getting started. And they did. They helped us get started with our company. And
in what way? They used their kitchen? Or?
No, they bottled for me.
Got you.
They bottled, and it was easier than me going up and doing it myself.
So they're a packer up there in
They're
Laconia?
a co-packer.
I did not know that.
It's a small one.
Okay.
So they do 40 gallons at a time. So they're not real big, but they're big enough to stay busy.
Yeah.
So it was a great place for us to go because they helped us. They talked about what we needed to file, what we needed to have done.
Oh, that's smart.
And it was a really nice resource to have. It was small, so I'm working full time. I don't have time to work in a kitchen and bottle sauce.
Yeah.
At the time. So they took over that process for me. Once we got everything going and, all the reviews had been done, I would just reach out to them and say, hey, can we have a order of mango habanero made? And they would just put us on the schedule, and it would be, okay, Dan, here's your invoice. You pay half down, you pay the other half when you come pick up. And that's what we did.
So what do you hand them? You hand them like the ingredients, the labels,
we hand them the
bottles?
ingredients.
Yeah.
We started off with them doing the label for us, and then, of course, we had to transition out of that.
Wait, I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt
go
you.
ahead.
I'm so curious. When you said that they were handling the label, were they doing the artwork or were they doing...
They helped us with the initial layout.
They did, okay.
And Mike, who's my IT guy, he's my partner. He started with me, and he does a lot of the artwork for us.
Okay.
So he created the first initial logo, right? And then we've transitioned the logo 4 times now in 4 years.
Really?
Now we've come to our final one at this point for long term. And but they did. They helped us with the logo. They helped us with the labels to start. And then we had to find some place to make the labels for us. And then, of course, they shipped them to them, and they put them on the bottles and kind of went from there. But they were a great resource when we got started.
So obviously, then you're doing more than 40 gallons at a time now.
I am.
Yeah. So you've
we're
upgraded
up to the 150 mark right now.
No kidding.
We're hopefully, as I said, things coming down by 2026. We're going to be up to the 250, 400 gallon, if all goes the way I think it's going to go.
Man, oh man. So that means you'd be bumping up from 60 stores, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, we are. We have a couple things. I'm talking to we have a butcher down in Tennessee who's going to be a flagship store, maybe in Tennessee.
A butcher, yeah.
A butcher who's very, very popular and very, very good, and he's on the road a lot, and as well as having a retail store. And we're doing our first introduction into the southern states next month. We were invited to the Jack Daniel's World Invitational, the barbecue competition.
You were?
Yep.
Yeah.
In Lynchburg, Tennessee. So we are 17 hours. We're packing up the car and we're driving down to Lynchburg, Tennessee, and we're going to be a vendor down there at the Jack Daniel's. So we're excited about that. It's invite only.
I was going to ask
So
that.
we got the phone call, or an email actually, and it's kind of funny. I got the email, I opened it up, and I looked at it, and I thought it was one of those just mailing list subscriber emails like, hey, we got this event going on. Come on down to us.
Lucky you.
Right?
It's your turn.
And but it said, please click here to add your vendor info. And I went, what? So I looked a little further and I clicked, and he says, okay, this is the information we need for you to be a vendor if you're, if you want to be a vendor here. So I called him. I says, hey, I think you made a mistake. She goes, no. We had some recommendations, and we'd like to invite you down. And I was like, well, that's great.
Ooh, word of mouth, baby. Ooh.
Well, word of mouth's been great for us. So
Nice.
We are, we're growing. We're growing.
So let's talk a little bit about rubs and sauces. There are people who apply. Obviously, the rubs go on generally before you start cooking. Why do you think? Obviously you do think that they enhance the flavor? Some of us backyard barbecuers are just kind of an SPG kind of guy, right? Salt, pepper, garlic. But there is a time, I love the color that certain rubs add to like ribs and stuff, So let's talk about some of your products. There's so many avenues to go down here. I don't want to take up all our time, but you've got some great stuff. So talk about the advantages of the enhanced rub that you have, or rubs.
Yeah.
And why people would use them as opposed to just throwing meat on and letting the smoke
Well,
handle it.
I first of all, it's really individual preference, right? I mean, there's a lot of people that like complex flavors, and there are some people that just like the SPG, and it's even in the competition circuit, there are people out there that strictly just SPG.
Yeah.
There are some people that on the brisket, it's black pepper. That's it. Black pepper, some salt, and
Yeah, I've seen some of those videos.
But there are some people that really add that additional flavor and blend. The flavor in the blend just really kind of enhances some of the meat, and it really depends on really your taste and your flavor profile. Spices are $1 billion industry.
No kidding.
And there's a lot of spices out there, and you can go to Amazon and you could put in barbecue spice rub, and you'd have page 1 out of 700. It's crazy how much is out there, and so that being said, what we tried to. Oh yeah.
We're halfway through the show. No, Daniel. Hang on, everyone. Hang on. If you love barbecue as much as I do, this is almost aggravating. We're getting by with a little help from my friends today. Yeah, I'm your Joe Cocker-like host, Ray Dudley, and we are coming to you from the not-so-overly ostentatious digs of the WKXL studios in Concord. That's a little shout-out to my old friend Norm Nathan, WBC days. Anyway, 1450 AM, 103.9 FM on your Sony Walkmans. NHTalkRadio.com is our URL. Tell you a little bit more about that later. Daniel Lloyd's in the house, and yeah, we're talking barbecue. I'm not going to get it all done. We'll be right back. Welcome back to NH Unscripted. We are talking barbecue today. Gosh, we are your sung blues, in case you didn't know that. I'm your Neil Diamond-like host, Ray Dudley. Yeah, looking more like him every day, I think. Yeah, in my dreams. We are coming to you from the Car 54-like digs of the WKXL studios in Concord. NHTalkRadio.com is our URL. You can listen to this show live every Wednesday and Friday mornings at 9 a.m. But enough about me. Let's get back into barbecue. Dan, you brought some samples with you here. I do want to eventually, because I am into freeze drying lately, I do want to get into talking to you about that. But let's talk about the rubs that you brought.
So we have 2 new rubs that we've introduced. So first of all, we have a smokehouse rub, which is really designed for your smokers and your grills. It's more of it's a spicier rub, a little smokier. Then we have our all-purpose season, which is our champion. I didn't bring either one of them because we've had them on the show before. Mm-hmm. But the 2 newest ones to our repertoire is going to be our Caribbean jerk seasoning. And then we have what we call a New England finisher. Now, the big difference is this. The New England finisher, all our other seasoning, the most common ingredient in seasonings is a brown sugar.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So this here has no brown sugar. It has maple sugar. So what happens is with maple sugar, when you put it on the grill, it doesn't, you lose flavor. It kind of breaks down and you lose a lot of the maple flavor on maple sugar.
Okay.
Unlike brown sugar, when you put it on, it crystallizes and it forms a nice crust and a molasses flavor, because that's what it is. It's molasses and light brown sugar. That's what makes it brown sugar or dark brown sugar. So that being said, this is a New England finisher. And what this is when your meat comes off of the smoker, the grill, out of the oven, off the stovetop, whatever you may want, you sprinkle this on top of it. And it'll bring an immediate enhancement to your meats. Great on a steak, great on chicken. So I brought that for you to sample and try. You can open that up and try it.
So you just before serving, you would drop this on there?
Yeah. So put a little in your palm of your hand or smell it first of all. And
oh, it smells wonderful. Oh, there's so much going on in there. Oh, my God. I'm going to dip in here. Oh, you got a little spoon, too.
Yep, I do.
All right, let me try that. So why maple? There's, of all the sugars that are kind of out there, put some like, yeah.
Well, to answer that question, we're in New England. Mm-hmm. So that's a New Hampshire maple.
Yes.
And so
it's got a little kick to it, too.
It does. It's got some pepper in it.
Yeah.
So it's got a little bit of pepper in it, but it's got some other flavors in it. And that goes on your meat when it comes out. So, but we went with maple because it's New England. And I think what we're going to try to do is I'm going to try to do a finisher. We're going to do different finishers from around the regions. And we're going to have finishers that are maybe a Southwest finisher, or we're going to do a Northeast or a Northwest or a Southern. And we're going to do different type of finishers for different meats. And
what made you think there was a market for finishers as opposed to just saying, okay, just throw salt and pepper on there, folks?
Well, one of the things that I learned...
God, that is good stuff.
There's a gentleman, his name's Robert Smith. And Robert is an 8-time world champion barbecuer. And Robert and I sat down and talked. And one of the things he had said is... when I made this, he says, "Oh, that would be great as a finisher." And I said, "A finisher? What's that?" And he explained to me what it was. So that's kind of where the finisher idea came from. We tried it on some chicken before, and we cooked with it. It lost flavor, but I really liked it. And so Robert said, "Well, what I suggest that you do is put this on." As afterwards, sprinkle it on your pork butt, your pork shoulder.
That. Yeah.
And now you're, especially on the competition circuit, right? So just before they turn in, you sprinkle this on your pork or your chicken just before you turn it in, and it gives a sweet and savory flavor right on top of the pork or whatever.
So is Hot Mess using this?
Hot Messes use that.
They are.
They just started, yeah.
Yeah. I know we could spend another segment on competition, and I would love to do that, and we'll get you back. We'll
do that when Brian's here.
Yeah. So are there other competition competitors using it as well?
Not yet.
Okay.
We are actually going to launch it when we go down to Lynchburg, Tennessee. So when we go to the Jack, we're going to have it launched, and you're talking, 200 plus teams from around the world that are going to be there.
God, man.
And I'm really hoping
what a place to showcase a product.
So we're going to showcase this product right down there, and hopefully some teams will like it.
Yeah, that would be an understatement. How do you? So this is excellent. I can definitely see this on chicken. Wings. Oh my gosh, chicken thighs. That would be tremendous. But can you be, you can't be everything to everyone, right? So do you find that this goes better with certain types of meats, like a pork or?
I think it's pork and chicken.
Yeah, I can see it.
And, it's not really, it depends on your preference. I mean, you could put it on a brisket, but I don't think that's a brisket thing, but I think it's more of a pork and chicken. Definitely,
I can see
both
it
of
on
those.
chicken, man. Oh my gosh, I could see it on chicken. Oh my. Okay, that's that. What else we got?
So the next one is the
tremendous.
Caribbean jerk.
Okay.
So the nice story behind this is we had a lady that came into our store, and she said, "Do you have any Caribbean jerk?"
Really? That's what she asked you straight out.
Do you have any Caribbean jerk seasening?
I would not think.
I went, "No, I don't have any Caribbean." Here, use the spoon.
Thanks.
And I says, "No, but I would love some to make some. I just need to find an authentic recipe, not something off the web." And she says, "Well, I can give you a seasoning that I've been using down the Caribbean." She's from the Caribbean. If you make it, then
dude, that's
I'll buy
a
it.
whole nother world right there.
And so unlike some of the American versions of Caribbean jerk seasoning, this is not a spicy.
No, it's not.
Because people think Caribbean jerk is a spicy seasoning. It's not. Technically, the American version is spicy. And that's not. That is an actual authentic Caribbean jerk seasoning.
That blows my mind. I was one of those people thinking this is going to just burn the tar right
everyone
out
thinks
of
that.
Holy Toledo, that's good. What the heck makes that? So, okay, so this is her.
So it's ours. She let me use it. But if you make it, I'll buy it. She made it, and she bought about 4 bottles of it, and she gave me the recipe to make it, and that's how the story goes.
So are either one of these available right now?
They're both available
They
now.
are. Okay.
Yep.
The finisher as well?
Yes, online.
Okay. Oh, that's interesting. So this one, it's so much sweeter in a different way, though. It's not like oversweet. It's not like brown sugary, heavy sweetness to it.
It's got a heavy allspice.
Oh, that's what it is.
So allspice is a very, very big seasoning down in the Caribbean.
That is so good.
I know.
So good.
We like to take chicken wings, and we'll roll them and then air fry them.
Yes. Oh, I love my air
buddy,
fryer.
that's so good.
Oh my God. All right. Have you had much success with selling them? Are you getting?
I can't keep this in stock.
Seriously?
So we went to we had this made. We had. God, I had 150 of these things made. We went to the State Fair.
Yep.
And we had a booth at the State Fair the first time and sold out of those in the first 2 days.
I get it.
Just completely. I went, oh, God. So I'm all out. I have 2 more days left. So I got hold of the lady that makes our seasoning and says, hey, do me a favor. Can I get some more real quick? So we happened to have some bottles. So we went over and we packaged them up and had them ready for the next day. But I was up till like 2 a.m. getting sauces ready, or seasonings ready, and I sold out of those. So it's unbelievable how fast and how good that is.
It's amazing to me that there's a market that big. You kind of think of barbecue, aficionados or like, niche market kind of things. But it's fascinating to me that so many people are. We'll get to it. Damn, we're almost done. This is crazy. You are listening to NH Unscripted. Yeah, we're your sugar. Yeah, we are. Kind of talking that in a way. I'm your Archie's Like host, Ray Dudley. We are coming to you from the Honeymooners Like Digs of the WKXL studios in Concord. Norton. Yeah, surprised the old folks. 1450 AM, 103.9 FM on your transistor radios, 101.9 FM for the beautiful souls in Manchester. And we are talking barbecue with Daniel Lloyd from Big Dog Sauce Company. We'll be right back. Welcome back to NH Unscripted. My goodness. I'm so happy to be in the studio today. Well, it's a beautiful morning. I'm your Rascals Like host, Ray Dudley. We are coming to you from the Gong Show Like Digs of the WKXL studios in Concord. 1450 AM, 103.9 FM on your transistor radios. NHTalkRadio.com is our URL where you could go out there. Let's say you get a little lonely in the middle of the night. You can go out there and find archives of this tremendous show, plus all the other great programs that take place here at the studio. Yeah, and you can listen live. There's a button there you can click if you happen to be up and you want to listen live. Whatever's happening here at the studio, NHTalkRadio.com, again, is our URL. Daniel Lloyd's in the house. We're talking barbecue, specifically Big Dog Sauce Company barbecue information. You brought something, and my wife and I have recently happily gotten into freeze-drying things. We have gardens, and so we got away from dehydrating a lot of the stuff that comes out of our garden and switched over to freeze-drying. You have a product here that you freeze-dry.
We do. So what we have done, and I truly think that it's a unique. We have done a lot of looking And we've done a lot of...
May I look at this?
yeah, be my guest. We got 4 sauces here, or 4 packets.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
what they are is we take our sauce and we freeze dry it.
Brilliant.
And so now anybody that's out, you do camping, you do hiking, fishing, any place that, take it to work with you instead of taking a bottle with you. All you have to do is open it up, add a couple tablespoons of water to it, you seal it, and you shake it. And you let it sit for, say, a minute or so, and then you have sauce. And it brings it right back to the way it was before.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
And so we looked around. I don't see anybody doing anything like this. And so we eventually will have all our flavors in freeze-dried. But right now we are focusing on the 4. We have the maple, we have the dark cherry bourbon, we have the mango habanero.
Easy
I
for
can
you.
talk. And then we have our cranberry spice, which is our holiday sauce, which we actually is out right now at the holiday.
Let's open one up.
You pick.
Yeah. Well, all
Pick
right,
whichever
let's
one
see
you
what we
want to
got
go
here.
with.
Let's go with... You got one that's kind of spicy? Is there any
Well,
other?
that's, you like the mango habanero.
I do. Let's do that.
You have a way of referencing that.
I do.
So let's do this. We're going to rip this open. So
For folks who don't know, freeze drying is the way to go, especially if you're a camper or a hiker or anything like that.
it takes our shelf life on our sauce is 2 years.
Yep.
This takes our shelf life to 25 years.
Incredible. It's incredible.
So
And it's not, there's no glass involved, there's no bottles. It fits in your pocket. It's fascinating. You know that if you watch enough videos on freeze drying, they do everything from soups and eggs and dairy products and whole meals. I
So-
saw a guy do lasagna the other day.
the first thing we're going to do
Yes, sir.
is that's the powder.
Okay.
So what I want you to do is it's a concentrate. So
Ooh, yes, it is.
take a little taste of it,
Can I
first
use my
of all.
finger? All right, going in. Yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, it's concentrated.
Yes. So
Woo!
now
Woo.
you can either add water to this, right?
Yep.
You can actually take this and you can put it on, if you're camping and you want to put it on steaks or you want to put it on a burger.
Like a dry rub?
Or a dry rub, and you can rub it right in. So it turns our sauce into a dry rub,
Good night.
right? And then, of course, if you want to...
What a kick it's got, too.
Oh,
Beautiful.
so is this the empty cup?
Yes, sir.
So we're going to pour the... normally
do it.
what we would do is put the water in here.
Yeah. In the bag itself?
In the bag, because
Yeah.
it's got a seal, but I ripped it off by
Okay.
accident.
Okay.
So we're going to put this in here.
All right.
All right. So what you're going to
We
do
need
is you're going to add about
smell-o-vision.
2 tablespoons of water in there. And then, of course,
2. All right, we'll shake this puppy up. So, is this a whole different process for you guys now? I mean, obviously you went from 40 gallons to 150 gallons, and then is there a separate company that does this for you?
it is.
It is.
So we take our sauce once it's created and we get it over to them. And what they do,
Well, I hate to use this pencil, but go ahead.
yeah. So what they do is they take it. Once we get it done, we give them, a couple gallons of the stuff, put it in their freeze dried machine, and each one of them takes a little bit longer.
Yeah.
The maple took about 40 hours to freeze dry.
Isn't that crazy?
Where the cranberry spice, I believe, was about 23. And of course, you can add water, and it just changes it. Some people may want it stronger. Some people may want it thinner. However you want to do,
looking
you just
good.
add the water until you get to a taste profile that you like.
Yeah.
But they're all geared to be 2 tablespoons of water.
Which is plenty for this. Oh my God! All right, that's for those wondering. I used a Dum Dum lollipop stick to mix that up. Yeah, because I'm that kind of guy. Yeah, I use my sleeve instead of napkins. Yes, I'm that guy. All right, oh my goodness! I don't have words for this. This is
It
unbelievable.
brings it right back to the original format.
Yeah,
But again, if you add
it's
a little less water, it's a little stronger. You add a little bit more water, it thins it out a little bit.
dude, I could drink this all day long. All day long. I could put this on my Cheerios. Holy Toledo! So, marketing. How are you finding that? Is this available on your site yet?
It is available online.
Okay.
We will be launching it wholesale here. Hopefully,
I got my nose running. There you go.
Hopefully, at the first of the year, we're going to have it available wholesale. So we're going to be targeting stores like REI's, Cabela's, Bass Pro Shop, Boy Scouts of America. I think it would be a good fit for for camping with them. So, I think there's a whole market out there, and I think it's a fascinating product. So,
that's really interesting that you're going along with the technology of today. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because freeze drying, not many people have them. I get it; they're very expensive, but they are the next wave. They are the way to do things. Dehydration is fine; it has its purpose, but freeze drying just takes things to a whole nother level.
Oh, it does.
That 25 years is absolutely fascinating to me.
I'll be dead and gone probably before one of these packets expire.
Yeah, but and it's so portable. Everything becomes portable now. I've got stuff in my freeze dryer literally right now. I've got fruit. Dragon fruit in there in my freeze dryer I left this morning.
Well, the nice thing is you can take that to work with you, right? You're not taking a bottle with you. It's TSA approved, so the amount of product that's in there can go right through TSA. So if you're going to be going to, I don't know, Colorado or Utah or someplace to hike or something, and
so let's talk a little bit about packaging and all of that. So how is the hunt to find out what you could package this in?
Well, I just asked around.
Yeah.
It's got to go in like a Mylar bag.
Yep.
But it's got to be a solid front. You can't let the sun get through to it.
Got ya.
So that's the key. So you just had to find a package that's FDA approved.
Yep.
And so the package has to be approved through the FDA for a food safe product.
So are these just typical Mylar bags you just find
typical.
online? Yeah.
They're typical, but they have to be a particular bag that's FDA approved.
Your packager comes up with these, or you provide
I order them.
You do?
Yeah, I just ordered them.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, so Christmas is coming up. That was the cranberry one.
These are great stocking stuffers.
Oh my God. That's brilliant. That is brilliant. And again, there's no glass, no plastic. It's all, forgive me, my nose is just running. But it's such an easy, convenient way to go. Are you hoping that this will almost replace, because if you're ordering cases of bottles, some of them take the chance of getting busted in shipping.
Exactly. So we're hoping that eventually at some point, we can move away from glass at some point and maybe this be the wave of the future.
Yeah.
I don't think you ever will. I don't think you can.
I get that.
But, for the competition circuit, there's we're looking at these jugs.
Yeah. Go ahead, finish up.
We're looking at these jugs that you put the product in and then it's clear or it's plastic, and then what happens is all the team has to do is add water to it, and they got sauce on and you can put 15 or 20 of them in a box, and
such a
it's
space
like this
saver.
thin.
Yes. All right, there you go. Cliffhanger to Dan
next month.
Yeah, exactly right. Hopefully Brian's recuperated. Oh, you have been listening to NH Unscripted. Days like this are why I love doing what I do. And here's to you, Mrs. Robinson. I'm your Simon and Garfunkel-like host, Ray Dudley, happily coming to you from the dating game-like digs of the WKXL studios in Concord. Dan, what is your website one more time, sir?
It's BigDogSauce.com.
Happy to have him here today. 1450 AM, 103.9 FM on your transistor radios. NHTalkRadio.com is our URL. Shaheen Gordon is our sponsor. All right, see you on the next one.